Welcome to EweTube 74. And you know what that means.
No. No idea.
Next week is 75. It's a special week, folks. You'll have to all stay tuned because we got some cute fun things
exciting
planned.
things, which we're going to reveal at the end of this.
Oh, we are. That's right. Okay. Well, anywho, onward we go. Oh, we should talk about where we are. Where we are. We are just over about 20 feet from where we were last EweTube. Now, Teresa's dear husband was here, and you see this wall behind us. He has revealed that.
Removed all the plaster.
We love it. And it's going to be living in Clink's room. That'll be the wall. So, and it looks beautiful.
Were so happy with the lighting and the sound from last week that we had to come back.
Yeah. So here we are.
There's no coolers, fridges,
unless
heaters.
The heater kicks in, then that would be it. But anyway.
Shouldn't.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, and that is really pretty. And if you see, I don't know, can they see this little hole, patched in hole there?
I don't know.
Okay, so Teresa, what have you been up with and you can't say?
I can't. It's a top secret thing I'm working on.
Will we know
next week?
Next week.
Hopefully the top secret mission is done.
Perfect. Okay, wonderful.
Next week in episode 75.
75. 75. Oh my goodness. I still remember when we started this in my house, we took a chalkboard and the trim and pounded them into my daughter's bedroom and moved a table up there and pretended like we were in school and it looked just
we couldn't
like
be here.
Yeah, because it was cold. Yeah, cold. It was frigid. And there was it was so horrible. Anyway.
And then after that, we were in the classroom and it was warm enough.
Yeah.
Upstairs was the
but otherwise it's just crazy. 75. Oh, and we just thank you. Some of you all out there have been with us from the get-go, and wow.
Some of you have been
awesome
in the academy, and we're the first members, and
oh my goodness,
all those amazing things.
You guys rock. You're just wow.
Yeah, we appreciate every comment, everything.
Thank you. Yes, and what have I been doing? Well, I have been not very happy because I had I call them swampy. It's a portacool machine. It is my giant humidity maker in the mill. And that died. Yeah.
Swampy died. And Swampy needed parts. And so I like to keep the humidity about 80% in the mill. And it's been running about 48%. So it's been an issue. And why do you need the humidity?
Because in the mill, we are constantly battling static. Teresa she couldn't figure out why I didn't want any windows in the mill. Because
but you just dark holes and stuff.
No, it's because if there is a ray of, I have taken a video of this, and if I had it, we could share, but I couldn't find it. But anyhow, a ray of sunshine coming in onto the expulsion side of the carter, and right away, as soon as that sunlight hits that fiber, it creates static, and wham, it sticks to the edges, and it just it's a problem. It is a problem. So sunlight creates static, and it's just, and when the humidity is high like that, everything just goes so much better.
Yeah, everything runs better.
So, yeah, things are a little slow in the mill, but I did get some roving done after a fashion of doing a lot of washing and felting and dyeing to get the humidity up in that realm, which takes a couple hours. We did get some processing done, so that was good. So we got some dyeing done, and that was fun. So we get some new snowman skeins that were listed.
For the snowman hat and scarves.
Yep.
So
yeah. And then it is the year end. Happy New Year again, all you out there.
So both of us have been busy trying to
go through the year end
Yep.
finances and plans for this year on production and how to make things run smoother. This 2020 was actually our first year of full partnership where we had everything combined. The year before, we were helping each other, but we hadn't combined the money side of it and everything. So
Yeah, so this
it's
was
been a
learning
year of learning
Yeah.
and what things we want to change and make things easier.
Yep.
been-
And we have a gentleman that does our taxes and whatnot, and he said we need to get QuickBooks. So I was using Quicken, so we had to switch and get QuickBooks. So now we're learning the ins and outs of that and how we can mesh
Mesh everything easily.
and yeah. So it's a process, and what we want to keep track of, and what we want to, what did you call it? KPAs or
KPIs.
KPIs? Yes, our KPIs. We're figuring those out, and yeah, it's just a lot. And I'm sure next year, at this time we'll sit there and go, okay, that's not quite so important. We need to maybe, yeah. So it's just a process, and yeah, it's fun though. It's been
It
good.
is.
Yeah.
And a lot of things on the production side where how can we make things,
Yeah.
because right now
More efficient. We're behind.
we're keeping up with orders, but that's about all we're able to do. And we want to be able to do better than that and have things stockpiled
And get our customers handled as well. And it's,
and take care of the academy customers. Make sure they're getting everything they need and checking on them. And
That's
Lots
first
of
and
things-
That's kind of first and foremost. And
yeah, a lot of things going on behind the scenes, like on the website and the financial end.
changes there. And that's it's a lot of work on both of our parts. So
Yeah. And that's just the business, not the school end.
I know, and that's a whole nother deal, which we just love our school. It's just so good to be here. Yeah, and speaking of the school, what is happening at the school?
Yeah, the top floor of the addition, the walls are half up. The floor of that top level are up.
My husband was like, what were you thinking? The windows in the guest rooms are very large. They're
Very
glorious.
nice.
They're beautiful. There's two
we
huge
wanted-
windows in there.
It's going to be so lovely because what we loved about the school is the big windows on the front. And so we put them in the back as well, in all the rooms, in the dining room. So it's all matching huge, beautiful windows looking out. And it's such a beautiful view over the prairie. And
It is. I mean, all directions. It's gorgeous. Absolutely.
and we knew exactly what we were thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
No windows in the dungeon, but big windows up top.
There's some down in the dungeon because you demanded it.
I did. It's like, I cannot live down here without windows.
Yeah. So, yeah, if we have to put a big curtain up or wall to keep the sunlight out of the milling in, we'll do what we need to do.
Well, because the assembly and the kit assembly and things will be in the one part of the mill.
Yeah.
And it's kit assembly and shipping.
Yeah.
So that's where I would potentially be working. So there's a window over there.
Yep, big window and a big double door because that's where the machinery is getting moved into as well. So,
And we're putting windows on the door too.
yeah, it's all both doors. Yeah. So she'll have her fair share of windows.
Light. And if I get low of light, I can go up to the studio.
This is true.
True.
Put your shades on and be, because that's really going to be right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And my husband was here doing some sheetrocking. Yeah. So he's getting some done here and there. And
There's some
Little by
in the
little.
sheetrock in the hallway going to the gym and then
he
into
did
the
some
mill.
pillars too.
Oh, and then he did
Which
pillars.
was awesome. Yeah, here and there. So
Yeah, little things here and there. Lots of things.
looks good. Looks good. And 2 years ago at this time, nothing. Nothing. And last year at this time, what were you doing, Teresa?
I was swimming with manatees.
How about that?
Yeah. It was amazing. I went to Florida for it was a business trip to go over. So my webmaster was there, and we had 4 days of just talking business and how we can improve my website, improve my business, and swam with manatees every day. We would work on the business, and then we would get in the little kayak and go and jump in with the manatees. Yeah, it was a very unique experience. So yeah, I'm really happy that I did that right before the pandemic started. So
it was pretty cool.
it was.
Pretty cool. Yeah, and the feature, our feature product is now back in stock.
Did you just beat on your microphone? Sorry if it was horrible.
I don't know why I did that. Anywho, all right, this is the Alpaca Roving is back in stock. It's 100% Alpaca Roving that is browns and grays and fawns, a little bit of whites and black that I just pick all together, and it makes just this beautiful variegated
Roving for spinning.
Yeah, and that is back in stock. So beautiful.
Yeah, check that out on the website at bearcreekfelting.com.
So soft.
I will put a link below.
Yeah.
To
so
the
that's
roving.
the featured, because that's been out for a while and I
Just got
whipped
some
up.
more.
So
Yeah.
got that on there. Yeah. And our business growth you have on this little sheet here. We kind of went through that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I moved that. So we don't need to talk about it again.
Onward. Questions. Do you make felt ironing pads, or would you? Also could be used by quilters. We have been asked that a lot because they're kind of similar to our felting cushions in a way. And yes, we could make them, but at the moment we can't keep up with making. I shouldn't
What
say
we
we
need
can't
to
keep
make.
up with,
We're
but
keeping
we're
up.
keeping up. But we just really can't add any other products right now on our plate. We are in the works, working at getting another felting machine, having one built. So
Working more hours. Employees working more hours.
So we're going to get this all straightened out in the next 3-4 months here. And yes, we would like to add those pressing pads, I think they're called.
And people have used the large felting cushion for pressing mats.
Oh, have they? Yeah.
So, I mean, that's an option, but yeah, I know the pressing mats are thinner.
They're thinner.
So,
Yeah.
but the cushions do work.
Yeah.
So if you have one,
Yeah.
try it out.
Yeah, they're awesome. Alrighty. And then another question is, what classes will you be having this month? And I think we only have one scheduled.
Yeah,
We have Rock Day, but
Rock Day is coming up this weekend. Next weekend, the 16th, is the snowman felting class on Saturday morning. So, and that will be on, you can find that at nomeschoolhouse.com and on our Facebook page, the Nome Schoolhouse Facebook page. And then on this Saturday, is it this Saturday? Sunday.
this Sunday, yeah.
Is
Because Rock
Rock
Day is
Day.
the 7th. And what is Rock Day, Teresa?
It is when the spinners, when they had put everything away
For
for
the holidays,
Christmas.
yep.
And then the day after, the 6th.
Which is the 7th.
Yes. Well, the day after Christmas is officially over.
Yeah.
They would bring out their spinning wheels and start spinning
Get back to
again.
work.
And that was Rock Day. And they did silly things. What was it?
Their husbands would, because they weren't in the fields yet or anything, so their husbands would play little tricks on them, hide their wool or, hide stuff like that. So but anywho, in this day and age, Rock Day is, we celebrate it with the spinners get together and we usually potluck or, just get together and spin and remember that and celebrate that. So we, Rock Day is on a Thursday, so we are doing it this Sunday from 1 to 3:30. We don't, we've had some folks that aren't comfortable yet in coming out, and totally understand that. We are requiring masks, and yeah. Yeah, so we're just doing it for a short period of time, and we've got the room to social distance everyone, and everyone can spread out good, and we'll have the coffee pot will be on, and we'll have some treats, some cookies, and yeah, so we invite any of you spinners to come on out. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully in the future of the school and no COVID.
Yeah, it'll be
we will have a bigger,
a lot
more plans,
more different. Yeah.
around that. So this is just the first one at the school.
Yes.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, we had to do something. For those of you that, that feel comfortable coming, we welcome you. So see you Sunday if you can make it. Okay. And then also we talked last week about wool moss. And one of the questions was, I also thought you could use cedar and lavender as well. Well, and I look back in my pictures because lavender, I got in a bunch of wool from a gal that had lavender sachets, and the little wool moths were embedded, and the larvae were coming in and out of the lavender sachets, which look like maggots. And it was just, it was. So I'm not a believer in lavender. So now, and with the cedar, you need, I think it's every 20 days, a cedar closet, a cedar chest, a cedar, it needs to be sanded to release the pheromones again that the wool moths, that
attract them, right?
Shoos them away.
Not attracts them.
Not attract, we don't want it.
The opposite.
Yeah, it hurts their little wool brains or something. I don't know. They flee from it.
Little brains.
They flee from it. Yeah. So I go back to temple. It's the only thing that that
is for sure.
That is for sure. So, and there's maybe folks that have had good luck with lavender or with cedar, and it could be that they just haven't had wool moths, or it could be that it's working for them. And maybe this gal's lavender that had sent it to me was inferior or something. I don't know. But
we thought having an entomologist come on would be really
good. Because we know a really good entomologist that has a degree. So we have an on-site expert.
Yeah, no. I took one class in college, entomology.
Yeah.
And I don't remember a lot. It was a while ago.
Bugs on pins.
I pinned bugs, put them in a kill jar. Poor things.
Murder.
I murdered bugs and pinned them to a board.
Okay.
And it was kind of the funnest part of the class. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well then. Okay, I think we have another one. Okay, here's another one on that same note. Do wool moths ever infest wool while it's still on the animal? Now, what eats the wool is the larva. It's those little maggot-like critters
that we shared pictures of last time.
Yeah, they're the ones that eat the wool. So they would not stay on a moving animal.
Yeah, they liked it.
Yeah, they like it dark and quiet, and so they just don't.
No bang.
They don't. Now, if you have a sheep that maybe the owner hasn't sheared for a couple years or something, and they're really lethargic and don't move much, maybe then something. I don't know, but
yeah, I don't know.
It's not a common. It's very, very rare.
They will, and it's like, haven't they adapted to? It's easier for them to find it in homes, where everything's perfect.
Yeah,
where they don't have to deal with sheep.
No, and it's quiet and dark often because it's in a closet or a drawer or something. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty, if you get quilt tops, do you have someone that can quilt them for you? Because we are, if anyone has quilts out there, homemade quilts that you need a home for, we would love to display them for you.
And we know some quilters.
Yep, we know
Nobody's promised this.
No, we do know a couple that have some long arms around here. So
we're hoping they'll just volunteer.
Yeah.
So yes, we would love to get those quilt tops, those completed quilts. Absolutely. We have a lot of beds and a lot of scoops. Here I go again. Sorry. Okay. Anywho, okay. Do those brush type pads work very well for felting sculptures? You haven't used them.
I haven't used them. They don't look fun to me. I don't understand them at all.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have started out with them because that's what you would find if you go to like a regular
Michael's
craft store. That's what you'll find there. They don't have regular felting cushions, or definitely not wool felting cushions. So I know that's what a lot of people start out with. And
I have used it.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, but I kept poking it down. I was trying to make a heart. And it kept getting
down in there.
Getting down in there.
Yeah, that's what I would picture. I just don't even understand how they're supposed to work, really.
And maybe I didn't know what I was doing, but I don't know. It didn't work for me, but
I'm sure if you've used one, you might have thoughts that you can share below in the comments because
maybe it's a technique. Or
I started out using a foam cushion, and that's what was shown to me. So I looked at the brushes and thought, that doesn't make sense. So, and I don't know if there's a good use for them, some type of felting, or, if somebody prefers them, I'd love to hear why and what their best use for.
I get what they're trying to do because the foam cushion, the foam ones, they wear out so quickly.
Yeah. I would think these would too, but you
would think, yeah.
Or like
I get the concept, I guess.
That they just poke down in there and you can't find your wool again. Because on a cushion or a foam cushion, it's not that. We should just get one, and I should felt on one. We should.
Yeah.
And do a little video.
This is our assignment.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
I like it.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna, so that we can say firsthand, this is our experience with it. Stay tuned. Maybe that'll be on 75 too, or 76. Maybe 76. We got a lot planned for next week.
75 is getting full.
Yeah.
And, unless you want an hour and a half.
We'll do 76. That'll be on 76. Yes. Okay. And all right, last week's question was, what does Chris recommend to use her wool area moth-free? And that was Tempo. And Peggy, congratulations. You are our YouTube 74 winner.
Yeah, you need to contact us through the contact form on bearcreekfelting.com. And if you go to the customer support area, then it will ask you what's your shirt size and your information that we need to send you something.
We never know what it is.
Your gift.
Yes. Something wonderful.
So you should talk more about the tempo.
I should?
Yeah, because we didn't.
Tempo, it's a residual, meaning that I use it, if you spray it on your porch, for instance, that might get rained on, it is going to work. You spray it on the walls and it's going to be there until it's washed off, until it rains off or what have you. Now, in the inside, I just do it a couple times a year then because it's on there. And it works so well. My folks were having a terrible problem with crickets. So I went to their house in their garage. The crickets were getting in their garage. So I took the Tempo and made a line right in front of their garage door. And 2 years later, they still had dead crickets on the other side of, all the crickets did is just walked over that threshold and died on the other side of it. So it's good stuff. And I used to have horses, so I used it all the time to cut the flies down in the barn. And, because of course I coated the barn walls with them. So whenever the flies would land, they would die. And my husband is deathly afraid of spiders. He will attest to this. And so of course I had to keep the barn spider free, or he wouldn't go in. So anyway, and then I would even spray the horses down with it. I would spray my rabbits down with it. I'd spray my dogs down. I mean, it's
It's what, if you call Ecolab, or it's what they use in restaurants to treat it's the safest insecticide. Is that what it's called, entomologist? Insecticide.
Yes.
Pesticide? Insecticide. What's the difference?
Insecticide, I would say.
Okay.
I don't know what the difference is.
It's just so safe. And
Didn't learn that in entomology class. We didn't learn how to kill them. I guess we did kill them.
maybe that was Temple that was in the little kill jars. No? Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it was.
All right. Anywho, yeah. So it just works so well. It just works so well. And our motorhome, we used to have a motorhome. I would go in and I would coat that thing so it was dripping off the walls, because I do not like mosquitoes. And y'all know when you're camping and you open up the camper door at night and the camper lights are on, what comes in? It fills with mosquitoes. Well, if you have the Tempo, it's all treated. Then when they land on the ceiling and whatnot, then those little critters can just die. So yes,
there
Tempo,
is
I love Tempo.
a link to Tempo that Chris uses in the description below this video. So if you're interested in buying some.
Yep. Yeah, and I just, I use, I think it's 2 squirts on the little, I suppose it's probably 4 mils is what you use per 2 gallons. And I just put it in one of those pump spray things and go to town. So, yeah. Okay. You want me to continue?
Yeah,
On
about
my
what?
love for Tempo?
No, I think we're done.
I covered it.
I think we've got that.
All right. And another reminder is upcoming this Sunday, Rock Day, from 1 to 3:30. If you have any questions on that, message below, or you can sure email us at info@nomeschoolhouse.com, and we'll answer any questions or concerns you may have on it. Yep. And we'll also have the store open, so you can pick up some Alpaca Roving if you want, or some other roving that we have, or blending fibers, or yarn,
or a Nome Schoolhouse t-shirt.
Yes, or some felted coasters, or a tote bag for your project. Kit. So much. Anywho,
or a gift card.
All right. Yeah. Oh, gift card. Yeah. Okay. 75.
Oh, next week for the 75th.
Detailed building update with special guests next week, and Teresa's secret project will be revealed.
It's not just mine.
Oh yeah, I gotta get my end of it done. Yeah, gotta step that up, because that's gonna be, you'll know if I fail on that one. You'll know. Yeah, but yeah, we're excited about our special guests. They're gonna take us through some of the project details, and yeah, hope y'all will enjoy that. And because things should be happening this week, and
special guests that know more about us, about this building stuff.
Yeah, and that love it as much as we do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So if you're watching this for the first time, we do this weekly, and it airs Saturday mornings. So tune in again next week for the 75th, and make sure you like and subscribe. That helps us, and we want to get the word out about what we're doing here at the Nome Schoolhouse and our Fiber Arts Retreat Center. So spread the word.
Because we are opening this spring.
Yeah.
Spring? Is June spring?
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye-bye. God bless you.